The flavor of freedom has a special taste that those who were protected will never know.
How long have you lived in Lee County?
Since 1996, June of 1996, and we love it.
Lee County, located in North Carolina, houses more than 57,000 residents. It is also home to the NC Veterans Memorial in Broadway. The memorial is dedicated to honoring and remembering those who served our country, and it's just one of the countless reasons why many veterans have decided to relocate to Lee County.
I was born Army, I retired Army, and I'm going to die Army. When I retired out of the military, I went to school and I moved away. And when I came back, I joined the North Carolina National Guard here in Sanford. And so there was people in the Guard and any help that I needed. And they would also, if I needed some help from the Veterans Administration or everything, they would help me on that. But we do have the Veterans Administration here, and they will help you out in a heartbeat.
I was familiar with North Carolina. I spent a couple years at, well, a couple tours actually at Camp Lejeune. And a neighbor of mine was retired Navy, and he had bought a lot at Carolina Trace here in Lee County. And so me, my wife and I drove down summer of '91 and bought a lot. And in '95 decided we would move here. We liked the people, we liked the area, we liked the location.
Afterward, I was like, you know, I'm gonna use my benefits and I'm gonna go back to school. Well, I am getting the GI Bill. So what happened was when we moved here, my husband and I both started pulling the GI Bill once we enrolled in school. And so the two of those paychecks combined allowed us to get a little house, pay for tuition, get books, and live frugally for 2 years so that we didn't have to work. It's really been amazing not having to work because we're able to just make school our job and do the best thing we can.
I know veterans are people who get involved. They don't like to sit back. For example, just in my own experience, I got involved in the community right off the bat. My wife got involved with some of the charities, such as the food basket, I believe. And
I go over to the Enrichment Center where they have an office over there that the veterans can meet, and we meet over there once a month.
The Enrichment Center of Lee County provides senior and veteran services. In addition to functioning as a major support group, the center helps veterans and their families access their benefits. Through many programs and activities, the Enrichment Center is deeply rooted in the community.
We always have speakers that come in from around Lee County and other counties, and
sometimes some golf tournaments. There's dancing going on. Lots of socializing. Yeah.
There's a very large support group of veterans in Lee County. I think every veterans organization is represented, to include the Disabled Veterans of America. You have the American Legion, and I think there are two detachments of that. You have the Veterans of Foreign Wars, you have the Marine Corps League.
Yeah, anyone I join it for lifetime. Everything is, all the organizations I mentioned, like American Legion, VFW, DAV, and Special Forces, I joined all of them, lifetime member, all of them.
Lee County, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, formed the Lee County Veterans Council, which I'm a member, and a representative from each of those organizations comprises that council. And our sole goal is to coordinate and facilitate veterans of Lee County. I was involved in our country club. I was on the board of directors at Carolina Trace Country Club, and I stay busy. And we like to go down to Fort Bragg once in a while, probably go down there at least once a week.
Get to know the area, and they like it for the reason is because the ocean's not that far, the mountain's not that far, it's right in the middle state, and not that far to go to Fort Bragg or further.
So I like to be close to Fort Bragg. We go down there to the PX and commissary a couple times a month, and anything that we need down there, if we need to get ID cards or whatever, it's close enough down there, but yet we're far enough away, you know, where we're not right there all the time. So that's what I like about it. There's a lot of veterans in Lee County, so you're close enough where you can enjoy the benefits of a veteran, but yet still feel like a civilian once in a while.
Moving to Lee County, I did save some money on taxes coming from the suburban Philadelphia area in Pennsylvania.
The expenses are a lot easier to manage. You know, they give you plenty of money to live on, you know, it's even like gas is cheaper, food is cheaper, rent is cheaper. I was able to find a 3-bedroom house and we're able to live very easily there.
The real estate here in Lee County is very reasonable. It's a lot cheaper whether you go up to Raleigh or down to Fayetteville. So you can find a nice house at a decent price.
It's a really good place, I think, to bring your kids. I feel safe here. There's a lot of opportunities here. If you want to go to school, if you want your kids to go to school here, I think it would be really good.
There's a lot of nice businesses here in Sanford, and so things are a lot cheaper here than other places.
There's a lot of veterans who live here who work at the base, so you have active and veterans living here. And you know, we come in, we know that local economies are important because you know, a base can't survive without it. The school can't survive without, you know, supporting the local economy. So I make sure that I shop little stores and things like that. And I think a lot of veterans do. They recognize that the economy is important because if it drops, then the base has to move.
I'm originally from California, and the one thing I remember most about Sanford, when I first came to Sanford and walked uptown, people just say hello, how you doing, and they didn't do it. They didn't do that out in California.
People come up to me and thank me for my service. I've had other Marines come up to me, but I've had all kinds of citizens here in Lee County seem like go out of their way to be nice.
Lately especially, it's real good, you know. They recognize veterans.
Very nicely. I've had quite a few people realize that I'm a veteran, and they do the whole, you know, thank you for serving your country, and you know, they shake your hand and pat you on the back, things like that.
The recognition, you know, that's a benefit. Yeah.
Since the wars are ending and a lot of veterans are becoming civilians now, that they need support, and Lee County really helped me a lot. I was able to live here and go to school for 2 years and really transition into the civilian life. And since the school is so good, I have all the skills that I need now to go into civilian life. And so it's, you know, Lee County's amazing. I've loved living here for 2 years.
Lee County is a good place for a veteran to live. And whether you live in town or out in my community at Carolina Trace, we try to get together and support each other, and I'd recommend it to anybody.